Alrighty, we are live, girl. Okay, I was using this as a mask since I'm here at Pet People in Dunwoody. Alright, so I'm just using it as a bandana now. Oh my goodness, so she was completely matted. I mean, just pelted everywhere, matted everywhere. So it took a while to get her all combed out, but look at that. Oh my goodness, so soft and silky. So anyways, now we're about to finish her up. About to finish the scissoring part. Now before I do that, my friend Tiffany gave me some of these bows. She said her mom made them for. So I'm going to use this little bow here that my friend Tiffany gave me for her little top knot. And I'm going to do that first. So what I did is, because I'm at a self-wash. Hey, what's up, Kimberly C? I use this little footstool thing that's usually down here to kind of lift her up a little bit. But anyways. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do her top knot first. So I have that hair out of the way and I can scissor everything around it. Okay, so it's just that little bit of hair, that little tuft in between her eyes is what I'm going after. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Sorry, let me try that again. I have these construction worker fingers and hands, so it makes it a little bit difficult sometimes when I'm trying to do like really precision work. And the fact that she bounces her head around does not make it any easier, you know? Okay, so I got a couple of challenges here. My big stumpy fingers that were made to break bricks, you know, and I'm trying to do something very delicate with it. And I have this dog here that doesn't really like to stay still. She likes to hide her head and move it around and bounce it. Okay, so that's okay though. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna try to what's going on here? It's because I looped it twice. I can't. Okay, never mind. Let me just start over again. This is the part I struggle with the most. I don't know if you guys have seen my live streams before where I was trying to do a top knot. It took me like 15 minutes of just Mr. Beaning it, you know, just totally Mr. Beaning it. Okay. So let me try that way. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I'm gonna try. And we also, you know, we are out in public. Usually I'm in our bathroom doing this, so there's a lot less distraction. People are probably gonna tune off, but I can't watch this. Why am I shaking? You know, it's like I'm shaking. I can't do this. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Alright, you know what? I'll mess with that more later. Let me go ahead and move on with the haircut. Because that is frustrating. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. What's up, Shiro? What's up, Sue? Put it up here. Anyways. Alrighty, so it's difficult because, you know, they're actually alive. They're not just dolls. So it's like it would be so nice to just be able to just hold her and set her in place and work. But because she has her own thoughts and feelings about it, and she moves around, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Okay, so, and the fact that she's on here and I only have this angle, I'm not using a table, it's making it extra more hard, difficult. I found the flea comb works great when gathering the hair. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna move on. Okay. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the head and start trimming. Okay. So, there we go. This is why scissor control is so important, especially when you have a dog that's really wiggly like this. The reason why I like to set the top knot is because I can pull this there and I get all that hair that needs to be trimmed right there. So now, okay, now you can see that one side. There we go. Move this over here. Now we can see her eyes. Right. There we go. See that? We can see her eyes. Alrighty. Okay. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and shape up the rest of the face here, and the visor. go. Okay, now. There we go. See, there's some more like matted hair right there. There we go. Okay. Now, just to soften everything up. There we go. How does she look? Nice, okay. Nice and blended. Okay, now we can move on to the feet. Go. Blend that nice. Go. Okay. There we are. Okay. Oh wow, Shiro. Wow, thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sue says, "Calm down, baby boy. I can hear there's a lot of noise, but you got." Oh, thank you, Sue. Shoot, I'm like, oh. Shiro, I took your advice by speeding up, by slowing down, being extremely focused while taking the time has actually, yes, exactly. So that's the thing. It's like when I feel myself like, oh, getting frazzled. I have to deliberately, intentionally calm myself down by breathing and just telling myself, just focus, just work on this right now. Just concentrate just on this. Don't worry about everything else. There we go. And then as I come down, you can see the dog calms down too. They can literally feel your energy. So I gotta remind myself, I gotta calm down if I want the dog to be calm. What's up, Raquel? See what says, nice. Christine, hey, what's up, Christine? It's Isabel from Animal Crossing. Oh, what's up? It's Isabel from Animal Crossing. My daughters are playing Animal Crossing. Okay, so honestly, I don't really get the point, because when I play video games, like Contra or something, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, select start. Anyways, if you guys don't know what that means, don't even talk to me. Get off my channel. Anyways, when I used to play video games, it was just very clear cut. This was your mission. This was the goal, But with Animal Crossing, it just seems like here's this virtual world where you can do anything pretty much, just have fun. And they're like fishing, catching stuff, planting stuff. I'm just like, but why? Where's the boss level? Like where's the bad guy you're about to fight? But I guess it's just different, you know, like the way kids game these days is totally different. It's just like even Super Mario, you know, for me, Super Mario is just like you go from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen, and you continue on until you jump and grab this flag. You know, that was Mario for me. But now even Mario is like you have this whole virtual world, you know, like you just explore or do whatever you want. Like, oh man, I don't know. Anyways, okay. So now that we have our head pretty much on, I can go back and kind of fiddle with that top knot again if I wanted to. But what I'm gonna do now is just go ahead and finish her feet and her legs. And her mom likes to keep her really long, so I left an inch on her body. And so I used a E-comb, a 1-inch comb. So there's 1 inch on her body. I did not go over the legs with clippers because 1 inch is the longest comb guard I have, so I'm gonna scissor that. So let's do that. All right, girl. Mwah. So first I like to start from the bottom and work my way up. So comb everything down and then go ahead and just scissor around the foot. There we go. That way we can kind of see the pads, we see the foot. Okay. And then I let the foot down and then I go around the foot. There we go. And bevel it like a Cocker Spaniel's foot, like a little round Cocker Spaniel's foot. There we go, right up to the nail. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna turn her a little bit here so I can see what I'm cutting. Oh man, you ever just for no reason at all start thinking and worrying about what happens if you go blind or something? Like what would you do if you lost one of your senses? I don't know why, but I always like think about that. Like, what would I do if I somehow, you know, got blinded, you know, and I'm blind, I can no longer see. I freak out. I'm thinking like, oh my God, I won't be able to groom anymore because I got to see what I'm cutting. Okay. I don't know why. I come from a long line of needlessly worrying, you know. It's like in my DNA, I guess. There you go. Alrighty, but if I could choose, if somebody says you have to lose one of your 5 senses and you can choose which one, I think I would choose smell. I think I could live without the sense of smell. And that way I wouldn't have to put up with smelling anybody's fart anymore for the rest of my life, you know? And the good news is I could fart like crazy and it would never bother me, you know? So if I could choose and I had to lose one of my senses, because I feel like I have to see, I have to be able to see in order to groom. I love food too much, so you know I can't lose my sense of taste. You know, hearing, like I love music too much. Touch, you know, the sense of touch. I have to be able to feel what I'm touching and stuff. I don't know. I just feel like smell would be the one. Okay. There we go. Let me see if I can move this a little bit. There we go, so I have a little more room here. There we go. Because that angle, that scissor angle, is very important. There we go. So there we go. Just tracing, basically. You're using the scissors like a chisel, pretty much, and you're just chiseling away at all the unwanted areas, you know? So you see that, you want to picture a nice line in your mind And all the hair that sticks out of that line, you just chisel away. You're sculpting, basically. There we go. Let me turn her this. There we go. There we go. Oh man. So if you were watching my stream last night, where I thought I was streaming on my other channel, but anyways, I talked about this, that I wasn't sure if I was gonna be allowed to groom here, and I came this morning a little early, before my client got here, and I came in and talked to him. I was like, "You guys sure? Like, I'm gonna be using scissors and clippers and really sharp stuff. Is it okay? You sure?" And they were like, "Yeah, no problem." And I was like, "I mean, I might be out there for hours. I mean, is that okay?" She was like, "Yeah, as long as it's during the week where they're not busy." And I was like, "You sure?" Like, I'm sitting there trying to talk myself out of it. But they're so nice here, super nice, super accommodating, friendly, yeah. And then I asked earlier, like, "Hey, can I film here?" And I felt kind of bad because she was installing some bars up here, kind of like shower curtain bars, so they can have these plastic dividers for each section. And when I asked her the question, she kind of wobbled a little bit, almost fell off the ladder. And I was like, "Oh no, I almost killed you." Felt kind of bad. I was like, "Oh no, shoot. Why can't you just leave people alone?" That's what I was telling myself. I can't just leave people alone. But yeah, she was like, "Oh yeah, you can film." So I was like, "Okay, shoot. I mean, today's my lucky day. It seems like everything I'm asking, the answer is yes. You know, I might, I might go and ask somebody for hit someone up for some cash. You know what I'm saying? And be like, "Hey, can I get about 10 grand? Yeah, about $10,000." And then I'll try to talk myself out of it, kind of like I did this morning. I'll be like, "No, you can't give me that much. It's alright." Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna get the bottom of the foot nice and tight and round, right up there to the foot. That way the haircut seems to last longer too, because it's so short there that when they go and run around the grass and everything, it'll stay nice and short and clean. Okay. Let me see how I did the other foot, other leg. Okay, I just want to make sure, because it's all about symmetry and balance. You want the dog to look nice and balanced, meaning that the legs don't look too short or skinny or long, and you want it to be symmetrical, meaning each side looks like the other. So that's why sometimes I forget what exactly I did on the other side, and I like to go ahead and just, prop the dog up and look at both sides. Make sure. Oh, there we go. Wow, I almost took out her paw pad skin there. I felt the skin. And that's the thing, after a while, you start to feel the difference between what the hair feels like and what the skin feels like. And you're able to catch yourself. You don't make as many mistakes where you accidentally nick the dog as you get more and more experience, because you can literally feel the difference. What the skin feels like, what the hair feels like. Here's a cool thing though, and another reason why I think it is good to start with cheaper shears rather than getting really nice shears like this. These are shark fins, and I have to admit, I mean, I love these shears. It is really nice, but I'm glad I started with the cheaper shears and waited 10 years. So I'm in my 10th year of grooming. I'm glad I waited to get really nice shears, because Now it helps me get the job done easier and I like it, but it's like I can appreciate it more. And when I was newer, I was making those mistakes where I was like kind of catching the dog's skin by accident. And I remember one time I was going down a dog, I think it was a poodle, I was going down their body with the scissors and I accidentally caught the skin on the leg and I pinched it thin. And the thing is though, it didn't cut the skin. It it pinched the skin pretty much. It went in between my shears, the blades. It went in between the blades and it pinched the skin. And I was like, oh my God, And the thing is, and I kind of still want to believe that it was like a guardian angel or something, some supernatural force that kind of prevented me from making a huge accident. I still feel like maybe it was like a hand of God or something, but divine intervention. But when I think about it, and if a scientist were to look at it, they'll be like, cut the bullshit. It's not some guardian angel. Your blade, they're not as sharp, and you know, it's a cheap pair of shears. So you got lucky. But my point is, just like when you learn to drive, when my daughters are ready to get a car, I'm not gonna get them, the best, fanciest car out there and spend, a bunch of money. I'm gonna get them something reliable, of course, like a Honda Accord, Honda Civic, maybe, but maybe even a used, 2 or 3 year old Honda Accord or Civic. That way, you know, I know they're gonna mess up while they're learning how to drive, and get in accidents, maybe little fender benders here and there, scratch it up. So, for the same reason, I wouldn't get my daughters the most expensive car possible when they first are learning how to drive their very first car. That's the same reason I would recommend not getting the most expensive shears possible when you're first learning how to groom, because you still got to learn the rules of the road, get used to the feel of it, gain scissor control, and then once you master that, then you can get a nicer pair of shears, and you'll actually be able to really appreciate it and get the full use value out of it. I remember when I was working at Chevy, these people, one of the salesmen sold a Camaro to a gentleman who didn't know how to drive a stick shift, and there are the shifters, but he wanted to get a stick shift because he felt like, why buy a muscle car if you're not gonna, shift the gears? And so the guy didn't really know how to drive a stick, but he bought the Camaro anyways, and yeah, weeks later totaled it because he didn't know how to drive a stick shift yet. So that's my advice or recommendation, I guess, is your first pair of shears, or even while you're learning to scissor well, I feel like you don't need the best, most expensive shears out there. For the longest time, I was using the Paul Brothers, I think, or Comfort Sharp or something like that. I think it's called Comfort Sharp. And I think you can get them at Ryan's Pet Supplies even. And it's usually like 60 to 80 bucks per shear. But these here I paid 175. Well, I mean, they give me a little bit of a discount, but these are really $300 pair of shears. I would have never started with this. Helen, hi, doing beautiful groom. Once again. Oh, thank you. Did the store give you any trouble about grooming at their self-wash? No, they didn't. It's so surprising, right, Kimberly? I was like, I fully expected to not be allowed to do this. Animal Crossing is totally about chilling out and relaxing. Oh, okay, I guess. I mean, but I can just lay on my couch and chill and relax and watch a movie. I don't have to play a video game to do that. Anyways, happy Canada Day to all Canadians on the wow, Dana and Lilu the cat. Happy Canada Day. Heck yeah, I know, right? I'm an old school gamer, but Animal Crossing is strange because like every animal has a personality. It's not a battle game, which I would love, So boss please or something. Happy Canada Day from PE. Um, what's PE? That punk chick official says, I'm an artist. I worry about looking a arm or a hand. Uh-huh. Or nicking maybe? That it literally makes me, oh, losing, okay, yeah, if you lose anything, yeah, you worry about losing an arm or a hand. It literally makes me worried to drive because what if I got in an accident and it would lose? Yeah, exactly, you know? By losing your sense of smell, you would lose the ability to taste. Yeah, I kind of get that because when you, yeah, um, the umami, right? Buffy, what's the, I can't believe he got the groom in. I just turned in. Are other patrons jealous? Oh no. Great for their business to show how kind and accommodating they are. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess. Amanda, what's up, Amanda? Hey, do you like your new shark fins? Yeah, I love them. What do you think about Utsumi shears? I have never tried them, so I don't know, Shiro. Raquel, I was just looking at those Shiro. They look nice. Uh-huh. OMG, I bought my very first car and didn't know how to drive a stick either. You learn fast that way. My very first stick shift, I didn't know, and I crashed it. Prince Edward Island. Oh, okay, Prince Edward Island. Awesome. Happy Canada Day, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish her up here. You know what I think I'm gonna do is go ahead and remove this towel because it'll be a little easier for me to see. The towel kind of hides. Okay, so you see how it looks a little choppy around her feet? That's what these are for. So what I'm gonna do is comb it out and then soften these feet. There we go. You know, honestly, guys, I was fully expecting them to kick me out at any point. Because I spent a couple hours combing her out, dematting her, because she was so matted. And while I was sitting here, combing all the mats out and everything, spending a couple hours not actually using their bathtub, just combing her out in it, I was fully expecting somebody to come by and say like, that's enough. Like your time's done. Get the hell out of here. But nobody came and said anything. And I even kind of mentioned like, oh, it's okay. And yeah, they're like, yeah, it's okay. So they're super nice here, super chill. My kind of people. Pet people. Hey, I didn't even plan that. I didn't even plan that plug. It just worked out. Anyways. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, rounding out this right here. Go ahead and round out this one here. Soften it up. There we go. And honestly, I didn't tell them that I have a YouTube channel, with like subscribers. And, I didn't say anything. I didn't tell, because I didn't want to, first of all, I think that's a little douchey, It's like, don't be a douche. But anyways, and I just didn't want them, I didn't want to come across like, hey, I can promote your business or, I might be able to, talk bad about your business. I didn't want to do any of that. I didn't want that to influence their decision. I want to respect every business and their policies, So if this is not allowed, it's not allowed, which I completely understand. The way it was explained to me when the Petco location told me that I couldn't use their self-wash to groom dogs anymore, and it made complete sense to me. They said that because it sets precedent, and if I start grooming dogs there, then other people might start bringing their dogs and grooming their dogs there. And they're saying that if the dog gets injured or hurt, that's a liability. So I totally get it. I understand. But, I just think it was really cool for them to let me do this. Alrighty. Look how soft she is now. Oh my goodness, so silky. Can you believe she was like completely matted? The last time I groomed her was back in February. Because once the coronavirus started getting really crazy, oh, you're okay, girl. You're okay. You're okay. There you go. She self-quarantined like I did back in March, and then, oh, you're okay. You're okay, girl. And then, she just like Gigi's mom here, this owner, she's, just being very cautious and extra careful because she really just, everybody's situation is unique. And so I haven't groomed Gigi here since February, almost 4 months. And so, yeah, you can understand why it got really bad. But I was able to get it all worked out. Now she's in great shape, comfortable again. There we go. Yeah, wouldn't that have been a shitty move, come in here? Do you have any idea who I am, I'm YouTube famous, you know what I'm saying? What do you mean you're not gonna let me groom a dog here? You should be honored that I'm gonna be here grooming a dog. It's like, dude, what an asshole. I know I joke around like that sometimes, but I wouldn't actually act like that, It's, how big of a douche can you be, Oh, there's a really cool channel that I like to watch sometimes called Information Overload, IO, Information Overload. But they have like really cool videos that they've made, like top 10 YouTubers that let their influence get to their head, or top 10 celebrities who let the fame get to their head. And it's pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting study in human nature, and also a good warning to myself and everyone that starts to get a little bit of clout on YouTube or any social media platform. It's like, dude, don't let it get to your head. You should be happy that people are willing to give you their attention and some of their time and watch your videos, but to start demanding things because of that. I heard this one YouTuber was demanding, well, not demanding, but asked this really expensive, well-known hotel if she could have a night there for free, because she was saying that she can give them a lot of exposure. And the reply back was epic. The hotel owner replied back to her, unfortunately, your exposure, the exposure won't pay my staff, who are taking care of you, or the housekeepers who are gonna clean the room, or the people that are cooking the food or bringing it to you. He's like, or maybe I should just let them know that even though they're working for free, they'll get some exposure on your social media. I know that was very petty of him, but sometimes I get petty too. But I was just like, that is a huge burn. But he's right, it's like, I understand, but I feel like if the hotel invited her, they saw her YouTube or Instagram following, they contacted her, they reach out to her and say, hey, we'd love for you to stay, one night here, and it'll be on us, and in exchange, we'd love to get some exposure on your Instagram, and that's okay. And then she can say, yeah, but contact the business, and I don't know, kind of feel entitled to a free night. I don't know. But I just have to be careful because I have made that mistake as well, kind of like, But it was only because I was struggling financially, and I was looking for freebie, like looking for ways to get things that I needed. And I just figured if I don't have the money to offer them, maybe I can offer them something of value. And I do have a little audience here, and so I did stuff like that. Never really worked out. Probably for the best. When things don't work out, it usually is for the best. And I think it is true that usually if you have to force something that's not meant to be, you know, usually things that are gonna work out anyways, usually kind of feel like almost not effortless completely, but it just kind of feels like things fall in place. But I feel like when you have to force something that's not really working out, you force it, I feel like then it ends up not working out anyways. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. So there we have it. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to fix that top knot there, that bow. But not bad, right? For a haircut done in a self-wash in the tub. My table to work with. Here we go. Oh, Gigi, you're looking so nice. Let's show them. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's show. No. There we go. See that nice little curve there? I love a woman with curves. There we go. Awesome, Gigi. Nice and soft. You want to show them this side? There you go. Nice and soft and fluffy. Got the curves there, right? What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk. Anyways, so there we go. Alrighty. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Prince. Okay, I read that. What's up, doll baby? Doll baby's here. What's up, doll baby? Do you ever gain clients at the self-wash? No, and I can't take new clients, so I don't ever solicit business from people who are shopping here. Like, no. Even if I remember I was at self-wash one time, and the lady was watching me groom the dog, and she's just watching me, and then she goes, "You're really good at that." I was like, "Oh, thank you." She goes, "You should really think about doing that as a profession." And I was like, "Thank you. I'll look into it." But they say that you really know that you're doing what you're meant to be. But I just thought that was funny. Like I was at a self watch, like you should do that as a profession. It's like I'll consider that. I'll consider it. February. Wow, you did a lot of work brushing her then. Yeah, yeah. Can you imagine? Since February, I haven't. So she was all matted here, everywhere, her legs. But now she feels so, oh my god, irresistible. Your client today is so good, such a doll. Thank you, Raquel. Amanda says she looks great. Thank you. Shira says adorable. Buffy, if you pulled a "Do you know who I am?" I'd call you a jerk too. Yeah, right. Do you have any idea who I? What if I came in here this morning like that? Just kind of almost confrontational. I'm like, so I'm gonna need to use your self watch today, and enormous. I have a gigantic, unbelievably huge YouTube following. And if you do not let me use your self watch today to groom a dog, I will bash you. I will make you regret it. Do you have any idea who I am? Do you have any idea who you're talking to? If they were to say absolutely not, they probably would. We were like, absolutely not, and get the hell out of here. Don't ever come back. Because that kind of attitude, that kind of arrogance, who wants to work with that? But for me, honestly, I came in and I was like, you're not gonna let me groom a dog here, are you? They're like, no, you can. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be there for hours. Like, "Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's a weekday. We're not busy." I'm like, no, but I'm gonna have scissors and clippers, and it's gonna be dangerous. Yeah, like, no, it's fine. You can do it. I'm like, no, you sure? Anyways, um, Sue says, I got curves, but they are all in the wrong place. No, baby, there are no wrong places. The only way you have curves in the wrong places is if you believe you should have curves in the right place. That's gay. But yeah, that's so nice of them. Yeah, right? So I'm here, just a little plug. I'm here at Pet People in Duluth. They're in the public shopping center. And this is their, oh, you know what? Before I end this, let me show you. So we're installing that. So she was right there installing that when I asked her. She kind of wobbled. I was like, oh no, you're gonna die. I almost killed somebody today. It's all good. Oh, you're so beautiful. Look at that little tongue sticking out. And then, see that? And they have these shampoo and conditioner options. They have clean towels. They have a force dryer down there that I use. They have cotton balls. Look at this. Trash bag full of all of her dead hair that I combed out earlier. Look at that. So, and I got my set up there. Hamper for old towels. They got apron there for you. This is the shampoo and conditioner that I used for her. My Fiji water, of course. But yeah, isn't this place nice? Okay, holy cow, that place is gorgeous. Yeah, and they actually have a grooming room too. Across the hall there, that room, that's actually a grooming room. So they actually have professional groomer here on staff that can groom dogs for people. If you don't want to do your self-wash, you can actually drop your dog off to have them groomed here. So, yeah, that's it. And I just got a text message come in from her mom saying she's on her way. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix this real quick. Okay. Let me get my comb here. Try to see if I can comb it out. There we go. Shoot. That's not good. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to make it a little smaller here. So there we go. Oh shoot. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Look at these fingers, look at these hands. You see what I'm saying? These were made to either kill somebody for a mob boss or break bricks all day. That's what these hands were made for. And here I am trying to do like this kind of stuff, arts and crafts. So I'm gonna cut this to make it smaller. There we go. So now I have a little smaller bow to work with. That'll be easier. Let's do this, Gigi. Alrighty. Thank you, Gigi. She's doing so much better. Okay. Go here. Okay. It's alright, girl. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. And then a little tip, you want to make sure it's not pulling too much. This little, so I kind of like to stretch it a little bit on every side. Sometimes you can go in with your comb and just kind of loosen it a little bit. There we go. Because what happens is if it pulls on the skin too much, then they're going to go ahead and get a little bald spot where it's tugging on that hair. You'll get a little bald spot right up here, and the hair never grows back. So that's a really important little tip there, that you don't want this to be so tight. You want it tight enough to where it holds and keeps the hair out of the eyes, but you want it loose enough here so it's not pulling at that skin. If it's pulling so much where it pulls their eyes back and they look shocked like that, that's no good, you know? Okay, there we go. Awesome. Now she's done. Let's see how when she moves. A good groom should highlight a dog's natural features. Oh. There we go. See? So when she moves, it looks like everything works and is balanced. See that? Good girl, Gigi. Yeah, that's your hair. Anyways, okay. Buffy says, "Wow, I'm surprised that with staff groomers that they would let you groom, kind of taking away business." Yeah, right. I mean, they can look at it that way. I mean, honestly, try to take my clients. You know what I'm saying? Come at me then. You know what I'm saying? Just try it. Do you have any idea who I am? Anyways, but really, I mean, they can look at it that way, but really, I'm not taking any of their business because my client wouldn't have come here anyways unless it was this arrangement. You know, they want me to groom their dogs, and I can't take any more new clients. So I only groom my regulars, especially in this environment because taking on a new client is too risky for me. I don't know their lifestyle. I don't know how seriously they're taking the coronavirus or how, So for me, I feel like I'm really not in competition with them. There's no need to feel like I'm taking business away from them. And I didn't get that feeling at all. I really feel very welcomed here, very comfortable. Um, Sue Odom says, this day and time, you shouldn't say, oh shoot. Yeah, that's true. Um, I'll just go ahead and stick with oh shit, right? I think that's much more acceptable in this environment. That's a beautiful groom. Kimberly C says, yeah, right. Oh, she is so beautiful. Right, girl? Oh, come here, girl. You did so good. She's so soft. Oh my goodness. Ah, just my hands just slide right there. Oh my God. Anyways, okay, so my Beaver is supposed to have a top knot, but I don't get the point. Grow it out forever to put one in, and then it would seem like it would be annoying to the dog. Yeah, I mean, but they get used to it. My dog Weemy, actually, he has a top knot. Because I want to match, twinsies. Anyways, like dog, like owner. Shiro is laughing for some reason. She thinks it's ridiculous. The fact that I might possibly be somebody of stature, somebody that is held in prestige in the eyes of my fellow colleagues in my industry. You know what I'm saying? She thinks that's ridiculous. But it's all good. Haters gonna hate, right? Anyways, honestly though, you know, I feel like oh shit comment was the oh shit. Oh, nice. But yeah, I feel like these days I feel so like kind of at peace, because I feel like okay, I'll tell you the story real quick. This is a story that really helped me. So there's a figure skater, right, and for the Olympics, I guess, and she's just nervously pacing back and forth because she's about to go out next, and this is the final round. This is going to determine who wins gold, right? And her coach, knowing how nervous she is, and by being tense, she's not going to skate well, he lies to her. He decides to lie to her. He comes running in and says, "Listen, I just saw the judges' scorecards. I know I'm not supposed to, but you're ahead. You're so far ahead that really this round doesn't even matter." He's like, as long as you don't go and bomb it, you know, it doesn't even matter what the scores are. You're so far ahead, you're gonna get the gold. And she goes, what? And he was like, yeah. So just go out there and have fun. And that totally took all the pressure off of her. And she went out and skated the best she's ever skated. She got almost a perfect score, and she ended up winning the gold. And she found out, of course, that he lied to her. But the point is, once she convinced herself that she had already won, the pressure was off. And now she was able to just go and skate freely and have fun and skate because she loves to skate, right? And I realized I've already won. It's like I don't even have to lie to myself. The fact that I'm able to do the work that I love, oh my God. And I have an audience here. I have more people that I could ever have imagined or dreamed of following my channel. So I feel like, holy shit, I've already won. So now I can just take the pressure off and just have fun, be myself, and just do it because I love to do it. Share because I love sharing. There's no agenda, there's no pressure for me to try to make anything out of that. I'm just doing it because I'm having fun, baby, because I've already won. Anyways, it might even be a lie, just like the story. It might just be my own delusion, thinking I've already won. But if you can do it, if you can convince yourself, you've already won. You're already here. You know, you're here on Earth. You're living. You're experiencing, and you might be failing. You might be drained right now, physically drained, maybe emotionally drained. Maybe your bank account is drained. But who cares? You're here. You're having the human experience, and that's all part of it. You've already won. Now that you're here, just go out and have fun. Be you, and do things for the love of doing it. Anyways, I'll see you guys.